much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Takes the three. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. 15 points for DeMar DeRozan. And if carrying the team during the regular season or Harden down, Greg, you're talking about, it didn't show that much in the playoffs. Harden was phenomenal most, if not part, all of the postseason.
I would agree with you, but there also were some other guys for Houston that did step up in the postseason. Howard looked as good as he did before all of his injuries, as a case in point.
Rockets leading by 4. Knocks it loose. Down low. Harden outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Harden's got 27 points.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Here's Valanciunas. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And what you have to like out of Valanciunas last season, improved efficiency. The game really, Clark, seemed to slow down for him.
Yeah, he entered the league a little green. I mean, would make a lot of mistakes, but had excellent tools. So with enthusiasm and hard work, you knew it was just a matter of time with him.
Powell, he's checked in for Toronto. Joseph comes in for DeMar DeRozan. The Rockets also changing it up. Capella's checked in, and it's Beasley in for Montejunas. Houston's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly.
And for Valanciunas last year, his offensive production was similar to the year before, but he cut down on his turnovers. He also raised his shooting percentage to a career-high 57%, and that, my friends, is improved efficiency.
And Patterson kicks to Powell. Shoots. That one off the back iron and out. Houston leading by 5. Harden left side. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
You know, talking about Valanciunas, the light clearly went on last season. He was more assertive, refined his post game. The next step is to extend his shooting range so he can help space the floor on offense.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Biyombo is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Scola comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And again, Toronto no luck. Houston's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. That's good. Brewers got the lead up to 9 now for Houston.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
And the basket by Scola. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Terry outside. To the inside. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Houston making a switch. McDaniels checked in. Ross in the corner. To the paint. Combo dishes to Ross. No good from 18.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And the Rockets lead by 12.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they both shot the ball since the break.
Joseph. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Terry. No good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Houston on top, ending the third quarter with a big 11-3 run. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Houston leading by 12. So on the floor for Houston, Trevor Ariza out there with Beasley. Then there's Howard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's McDaniels in at the 2. Ariza kicks to McDaniels. Back to Ariza. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Here's Patterson. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
Damari Carroll's checked in for Joseph. James Harden, he's checked in for the Rockets.
And the Raptors have been talking about changing things up in the logo department for a while. Finally, we get a chance to see the new logo this season.
Assist from Dwight Howard.
Raptors trail by 12. Out left to the wing. From the arc. Patterson, that's good. Patterson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
To the wing on the left. Beverley wide open. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one. And continuing to expand his arsenal last season, Patrick Beverley, the guard for the Rockets. Career highs in assists and rebounds per game, and he's one of the smallest guys on the floor.
Yeah, and he's really working on the details of becoming a better playmaker, becoming a guy that has coaches trust him to handle the basketball in those crucial situations.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was just going over the plan with his team. He's not pleased with the careless turnovers offensively, saying, listen, we've got to get shots. It's as simple as that. We have to play smart and value the basketball. Kevin did it sink in.
Thanks again, Doris. Lowry for 3, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
You know, talking about Beverley, his wrist injury really changed things for the Rockets at the end of last season. Suddenly, 37-year-old Jason Terry had to take on big minutes at the point, and he was serviceable, but they missed Beverley's toughness on defense particularly. I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Lowry against Beverley. The dish to DeRozan. Back to Lowry. Out to DeRozan. To the middle. Feeds it to Carroll. Lowry inside the line, and the shot is long.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
And going back to the one thing with Patrick Beverley, his shot could still be more consistent. Last year, he was down in shooting averages across the board, including just 38% from the field. It makes it very difficult on your offense when you have an inability to space the floor. Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Lowry kicks to Carroll to the right side. Here's Patterson. He dishes it to Valanciunas. And it's sent back by Howard. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Harden with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. And Beverley kicks to Moniunas. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Rockets?
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, adding on to that, we can't fail to mention all the steals they've piled up, too. I mean, that's making a big difference. They've really gotten into them defensively.
Harden outside from deep. And another 3 for Houston.
Just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
Well, this lead is too big to overcome. I'm going out on a limb right now. There's just not enough time left on the clock to make up the ground they have to make up.
Here is Lowry. And again, Toronto no luck.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Harden the pass to Motiejunas. There's a screen by Motiejunas. And Beverly kicks to Motiejunas. 5 on the clock. Offensive rebound. Here's Howard. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
And Patterson kicks to Valanciunas.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Rockets.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for James Harden. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Here's Beverly. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Knocked away, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. A new group in now for the Raptors. Biyombo is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Scola comes in for Patrick Patterson. Terrence Ross is checked in for DeMarre Carroll, and it's Powell in for DeMar DeRozan. Lowry for 3. Rebounded by Capella. So it's the Rockets now. And now we've got the intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
Pass to Brewer. Wide open look. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
Corey Joseph.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Joseph misses there. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Dwight, the team seemed to surge in the second half with a renewed life. What did you tell the guys during halftime?
I just told our guys we got to finish the game. You know, they're a good team, but we don't want to let them get close. So we did a good job of playing our game tonight, you know, and not rushing. It's just, we got to go win.
Dwight, congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden, who notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over 60%, you're playing smart. You're being aggressive, and you're creating opportunities. What a spectacular performance.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.